All right, guys. Hello. My name is Adam Holubar, and I lived with Mike for about 2 years maybe when he first moved into his first house. His house right now. I am doing a speech for my brother. His name is Adam Holubar. He's living in New York right now. He's in school. He was asked to be a groomsman in Mike's wedding and do a speech, but quiet please. So Adam can't make it. He asked me to do the honors of doing the speech. Tell you quite frankly, I lived in an honest family, very sensitive, kind of tipsy right now, so if I start having some tears, bear with me. Alright, here we go. So this is Adam's exact words I'm speaking. I'm not speaking from me, it's from him. As you all may have noticed, I'm unable to be here with all of you today to celebrate the marriage of Mike and Heather. I first want to start off by apologizing to Mike and Heather for being unable to attend. But now that I am here in spirit, I know I am here in spirit. For all of you who do not know who I am, I will go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Adam Holubar, and I was one of 4 roommates, which of whom lived with Mike, and was once known as the bachelor pad. I'm sure all of you know what when you have 4 guys living under one roof, there's always the one crazy obnoxious roommate. Well, I guess I was a roommate, and I know being the crazy obnoxious roommate that I'm supposed to stand here today and share with all of you the funny, perverted, immature stories that come along with being a bachelor. But today I decided to go a different route, a more personal route, if you will. About a year ago, Mike approached me and asked me if I would be interested in accepting a role as one of his groomsmen. Standing there that day, I was unable to recall a time where I had ever felt so honored to be a part of something so special. Mike not only asked for my position as one of his groomsmen, but also asked that I say a little something as in the wedding as well. To be totally honest, months would go and go. I would sit there in a daze trying to figure out what I could possibly say that would sound remotely meaningful. And then it happened. And I want you all to know that I've been holding this story in for about 3 months, knowing I would use it for this special occasion. Excuse me. One day I walked into the class and saw in white bold letters in the word hero, written on the chalkboard. I figured my professor had written that out on the board in relation to that day's topic at the point. I was right. We took our seats as class began. My professor started her usual slow-paced walk around the room as she tended to do during her long, drawn-out lectures. Class, she shouted abruptly, take out a single piece of paper and something to write with. Now, what I want you to do is write on the top of the page the word hero. To summarize the story, our assignment was to think of someone we thought of as being somewhat of a hero. The only rules were we were unable to use immediate family members, sports figures, or animated characters at any time. I started the assignment and wrote down the first person who came to me. And the name of the person I wrote down was Michael Smejkal. That day, we did not share the name of the person we wrote down, nor reasoning behind placing the name on the piece of paper. Well, Mike, today I will share with you your family and friends. The reason behind writing your name down that day, as my life progresses, I realize now that God places certain people in lives for various reasons. I don't know why God felt as though I was so special enough for Him to place you in my life, but I'm sure, God, you made the decision to do so. I've never had a friend that was more honest, caring, unselfish, supportive, forgiving, and loving as you, Mike. If at the end of my life I could look back and say to myself that I was half the good of man as you are, and half the brother, half friend, half son, and half good as husband as you will be for Heather. If I could look back and say I was half the good of man as those I mentioned, then Mike, I will consider my life to be a great success. Mike, I do not only see you as a friend and a second brother, I also see you as being my hero. And So happy for you and Heather during this very special time in your lives. God blessed me with a greater gift I could ever ask for. My twin brother, Matt. Who was my best friend? Well, today I can finally say that I now have two brothers. Mike, I love you, and no matter where our lives lead us, I will always be here for you. Heather, you have the best of the best, and I know you will take great care of my brother. I love you both so very much. Wish you nothing but the best. Congratulations to your friend Adam.